The pizza, you can't beat handcrafted by Aachen Demeron. This guy back here cooking the pizza in the kitchen, amazing, man. He can cook yourself a good pie. Any ingredients you want on it, anything you want, he'll cook it and he'll make it better than any pizza joint you can find out anywhere else.
The pizza is excellent. One of a kind. You don't find many in the Lakeland area or Polk County area that tastes baked pizza like the way he makes it here. It's really good.
You know, as you drive down South Florida, headed south just before Mulberry, past the Home Depot and before Shepherd Road, there's a joint you gotta check out. It's called KC Artisan Pizza. And the guy that's making the pies, this is Aachen. And I'm telling you, brother, 8 years living in Italy, and this is legit as it gets. Tell me a little bit about you guys.
So, a little bit of things about us in our past. Basically, so my dad came to Lakeland back in the 90s, and he's owned restaurants for the past 25 years in this town. And first it started with pizza, and then we ventured out into our own culture, which is Turkish, which is like kind of like Eurasian food. And then, you know, my dad said, what do I know best? Pizza. So he came back, and we were sitting at home one day, and he's thinking to himself, he's like, man, what should we do? And so we were doing research, we were looking at Italian food, we were looking at this and that, and then we found wood-fired pizza. And so from there, my dad made it a point in his life to make sure whatever pizza restaurant that he was gonna do next, that it was gonna be official, it was gonna be certified, it was gonna be the whole 9 yards, and make sure that it's the greatest thing.
And for those at home, I mean, if you like the chain pizza, yeah, that's nice. But if you want authentic Italian pizza done in the stove, you guys are doing it right. And part of it is freshest ingredients and certified ingredients. Talk to me a little bit about that.
So basically, to sum it up, you can't have Italian pizza if it's not in a wood-fired oven. That's a fact. And then on top of that, San Marzano tomatoes. So the region in Italy, it's called San Marzano. The reason the tomatoes grow is because every 4 years, this volcano erupts, and then it gets into the gravel, it gets into the soil, and then it makes these tomatoes. They grow. And then after that, this is when you have the DOP certification. So DOP certification is basically, to sum it up, DOP stands for Italian. It's the real deal. It's got the certification, it's Neapolitan, and it's the best thing that you could ever use for this style of pizza.
So take me a little bit through your process. You guys got to come in, you make your own dough, everything about this
fresh.
Pizza is fresh. Talk to me a little bit about making your own dough. When do you guys come in? When does that open?
So every single morning, we get here about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and we actually have a mother yeast. And it's been in the family for about 10 years. And to tell you the recipe, I'd have to kill you. But it's a family secret. But I will say this, all we use is water, yeast, and flour. That's it. And the best flour that's the cleanest and is also DOP certified is Double Caputo Zero. That is the purest flour that you can use for anything on this earth.
One of the other things, now see, when I come here, I only order the house pizza. These are the rules. When you come to a joint and it says house pizza, you gotta order it. Now, I'm coming up on like 3 years of being here, never deviated from it. And the sausage is a unique sausage. It's not a crumbled sausage. It's more like something you're taking off, maybe something you get in a gyro, you know, kind of sliced off. Talk to me a little bit about that.
So with our sausage, it's fresh, we make it in-house, and then we slice it. That's the difference that we have. Most people, they crumble it, put it on raw, little droplets, but what we do is we pre-cook it, then we slice it out every single day when we're ready to, you know, open up shop. So it's always fresh, it's always consistent. Nothing's ever just made 2-3 days out and then is prepped for the rest of the week. Because then we couldn't guarantee our customers fresh pizza.
Now, one of the other things I want to talk about menu-wise, you guys go through, I mean, it's not just 1 or 2, 3 different kind of pies. It is a full side down, or, you know, of what you guys offer, or folks can kind of, you know, have what they want. And you guys cater to everyone, vegetarian, things along that lines. Talk to me about that.
So our number one thing that we wanted to offer for people, especially in this, you know, in this town, you have your vegans, you have your vegetarians, you have your meat lovers, you have everything in this town, okay? And so what we wanted to offer is a place that people could come to and literally have every single type of opportunity to eat any kind of pizza. So we have, for example, our soy chorizo, we have our vegan cheese, and then for the meat lovers, we have our special salami, we have pepperoni, and everything is imported from Italy and it's fresh. There isn't one thing that we have here that's frozen, that's microwaved, nothing, because everything is cooked inside of this oven right here. Our lasagna, it's homemade, my dad's recipe. Everything is made fresh here.
Well, I want to talk a little bit about the oven. That's what's unique about this place. And then after we talk about the oven, we're going to put something together?
100%.
All right, tell me a little bit about the oven.
So this oven was built by my father, yours truly. And so, you know, we used to own a granite fabrication business, and that's why you see all this granite around here. And so it took him 6 months to build this, but the reason it took that long was because it takes 6 months to dry the mold. And then after that, you can make as many of these as you want. So here's the difference. You can go order one from Italy, it's $50,000, $60,000, whatever. But my dad said, you know what? It's not gonna be a family restaurant unless I make it. Okay, so he built this oven, and we actually had to build it inside of the restaurant, so that, because there's no way that we're getting through those doors ever. So it's made with a special concrete that has a blend of granite and glass inside of it, and it can go up to 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
It definitely gets warm. I feel it right now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's striking. I talked to Attila, the owner, and he was talking about how important it is to have good olive oil, the right flour, and the proper mix and temperature of the water. I mean, and he was adamant to say, make sure you have good olive oil. I mean, those are things that are so important in making a pizza, and you know that the dough is going to be right. You know, and he uses San Marzano tomatoes, which I know, I've seen it back there, and it's impressive to think that, you know, this place that hasn't caught fire yet with popularity, I'm surprised, uses such great ingredients.
I love the music that they play on Friday evenings, and the food is tremendous. You don't find pizza like this. I haven't found it anywhere in Lakeland like this.
Brother, that is a lost art. That is incredible.
Thanks, man. I mean, so as you can see here, like the patterning on the bread and the pizza crust, you know, it's wood-fired pizza, you know?
It's like it should be. It's killing me not trying it. Can I go ahead?
Yeah.
All right. Oh my. That's the way it should be. Right on
Rock
point.
on.
I'm telling you, KC Artisan Pizza, South Florida, look for it. It is probably one of the best you're gonna get wood-fired pizzas.